as a symbol of danger and malevolence and disaster.
The opening sound is from the great funeral mass Dies Irae, which is the Day of Judgment, which announces this is going to be a funeral. This is going to be about a judgment on the human race. It's about the past. But I think I remembered that my impression from the opening scene, in which that astonishing helicopter shot gives you a totally creepy feeling. You're looking at great, beautiful nature, but you know you're in a following something. You're like flying along on top of this little tiny insignificant car. It's the ultimate point of view shot without telling you who the point of view is. If you want to stop and think about it, you think this is a helicopter shot. But for the general audience, all you know is that you are like a ghost, you are like an angel, you are like something that flies with supernatural abilities across the landscape of the planet. And the soundtrack had that skittering, I can't imitate it, but that skittering music that sounded to me, and I was conscious of this the first time I saw the movie, like the thousands of voices from the past, the cloud of witness, as the phrase is in Dorothy Sayre uses the title for some story. The cloud of witness, all the ghosts from the past. And I didn't know, were these the voices of the many crowds of aliens or of ghosts I didn't know what, but already that skittering high music with that follow shot across the lake and then across the car itself. It was the ultimate in spooky, because you had the feeling this car is being followed and it doesn't know it, and we're following it. I mean, I could go on for a long time about the symbolism of that with regard to what The Shining really is. And The Shining, as we come to understand it, is seeing through all the layers of history and the horrors of history, even autobiographically, in that scene where Grady and Jack talk in the blood red men's room, and Grady says, "Your son has a very great talent. I don't think you realize how great it is. He's a very willful boy." And Jack says, "Yes, he is a very willful boy."
Did you know, Mr. Torrance, that your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation?
That's Kubrick. And what he's trying to do is bring the audience and humanity into this situation. In this movie, he is trying to get through to us all, the human race in the movie theaters watching this, that we are doing these things but don't see it, that we are committing these horrendous things over and over again and then forgetting it, which is, of course, he represents many times in the movie, by having characters seem to know something and then not know it and forget it.
You chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits.
I don't have any recollection of that at all.
That's like the human race. We commit atrocities and then forget it.